When one side only of a story is heard and often repeated, the human mind becomes impressed with it insensibly. Knowledge is in every country the surest basis of public happiness. Gentlemen, you will permit me to put on my spectacles, for I have grown not only gray, but almost blind in the service of my country. I am particularly obliged in your favor of the rum out of your own private store. I shall always remember my duty in drinking of it, and then your honor's health can never be forgot. Still I hope I shall always possess firmness and virtue enough to maintain what I consider the most enviable of all titles, the character of an honest man. For I love to indulge the contemplation of human nature in a progressive state of improvement and melioration, and if the idea would not be considered as visionary and chimerical, I could fondly hope that the present plan of the great potentate of the North, Catherine the Great, might, in some measure, lay the foundation for that assimilation of language which, producing assimilation of manners and interests, should one day remove many of the causes of hostility from amongst mankind. System in all things is the soul of business. To deliberate maturely and execute promptly is the way to conduct it to advantage. With me, it has always been a maxim rather to let my designs appear from my works than by my expressions. Every post is honorable in which a man can serve his country. Having now finished the work assigned me, I retire from the great theatre of action. One of the expedients of party to acquire influence within particular districts is to misrepresent the opinions and aims of other districts. To be prepared for war is one of the most effectual means of preserving peace. A good moral character is the first essential in a man. It is therefore highly important that you should endeavor not only to be learned but virtuous. The situation in which I now stand, for the last time, in the midst of the representatives of the people of the United States, naturally recalls the period when the administration of the present form of government commenced, and I cannot omit the occasion to congratulate you and my country on the success of the experiment. A people unused to restraint must be led, they will not be drove. Arbitrary power is most easily established on the ruins of liberty abused to licentiousness. Unless someone pops in unexpectedly, Mrs. Washington and myself will do what I believe has not been done within the last 20 years by us, that is to sit down to dinner by ourselves. All see, and most admire, the glare which hovers round the external trappings of elevated office. To me there is nothing in it, beyond the luster which may be reflected from its connection with a power of promoting human felicity. I shall expect you will confine yourself to your studies, and diligently attend to them, endeavoring to make yourself master of whatever is recommended to or required of you. The hours allotted for study, if really applied to it, instead of running up and down stairs, and wasted in conversation with anyone who will talk with you, will enable you to make considerable progress in whatsoever line is marked out for you, and that you may do it, is my sincere wish. There can be no greater error than to expect or calculate upon real favors from nation to nation. Thank you. Please subscribe to the channel.